Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a MidRank Madness match sent to Snipermonkey at the email address in the description. He's not been getting many of these replays, so if you want me to cast your replay, that is excellent. Go ahead and send it to him and you'll probably get cast. I'm not kidding you guys. Sniper talked to me today and said I have not gotten any mid-rank Madness submissions for 4 days. So hey, again, if you're watching this and you are gold, platinum, or diamond, send him your replay. You have a good chance. Alright, so top left-hand corner of Deathaura, it is the red Protoss player, Alchemy. And in the bottom right, it is the blue Terran player, RODACKS. All in caps. He's very excited about things. RODACKS is either going command center first, or he doesn't know what he's doing, and holy smokes, he's going CC first. Against a Protoss. Oh boy. I mean, shoot, if this was Max Packs, or this was a cannon rush or something, you would just be toast, but he's getting away with it, because it's very standard. 1 gate expand here from Alchemy thus far. It looks like he's probably going to toss down his Nexus here, floating a bunch of minerals. That's the indication, that's the case. And yeah, MidRank Madness is a place. I like the MidRank Madness because it's kind of the mid-ground between Brave Noob World and professional stuff, you know? It's like these guys, they generally know what they're doing. If you're in Diamond or if you're in Platinum, you have a general concept of how this game works. You're pretty good. Your openings are going to be fairly clean. You're going to understand compositions for the most part. But it's different enough, especially as engagements start happening, that it's fun and entertaining. You see weird stuff, man. Alright, so yes, Alchemy following the very standard prescribed 1 gate expand to Rooney did scout out the CC first play though, so recognizes what's going on. It's a 3 barracks follow-up with no gas out of... Okay, alright, RODACKS, we gotta talk about this, man. If you're gonna open up 3 racks, no gas pressure against a Protoss player, you should not get this first. You should get the barracks first and start rallying and murdering stuff. This slowed you down, right? It slowed down your ability to get Marines out. And as a result, this is not going to be as powerful as it otherwise could be. Alchemy going for the 1 gate expand is going to be just fine. However, a 1 gate expand versus this build... Oh, he's defending. I don't think I support this. I don't support this bunker at all. If you watch the pros, if they go for a multi-racks opening like this, completely skipping gas, they don't get a barracks. They don't get a bunker at home, rather. They're moving across the map. They are killing stuff. These are usually proxied if you're going to do something like this too. So Alchemy is in the weird position where he simultaneously scouted somebody going command center first and is going for multiple racks after that, which he doesn't know that. Oh, this could be very dangerous. This could be a problem. He is opening Stargate though. Not something you see a lot versus Terran. This is more of a PvZ style thing. I'm not sure what he's doing with this one, but double gas. Okay, that's normal. Doesn't have these gases taken. Like, part of me really wants to see a mothership rush, like, really bad. Yeah, standard adept timing here from Alchemy. Gonna try to... Oh, loses it to the bunker. Little bit sloppy there. You have to be worried about losing your adept while you're trying to shit it around. I guess did get a decent scout off on how many SCVs were back here, and it is a bunch. So RODACKS is finally... Oh, he's got an engineering bay for a turret. He's worried about oracles, which is pretty smart, because again, it's a Stargate opening. And it is going to be an oracle, so holy smokes, I think I have an oracle name in here somewheresville. Let's see if we can find it here. Da 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 da. Let's get into our oracle names, because I've had a couple and haven't had opportunity to use them. So this oracle's name is Terrazinia. Turns out if you ingest too much Terrazine, you get turned into an oracle. Don't do drugs, as a message that applies to the Protoss as well. Wow. So if you ingest too much Terrazine, you're dead. I mean, you get turned into an oracle, which is not quite dead. Oh, you can kill them. One oracle can take down 4 Marines. 5 is the number where you start getting worried about stuff, but if you have adept support, maybe wait for those. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, now RODACKS is... I mean, he's got so many Marines, but they're all for defense. Look, man, there's better units for defense than Marines. Getting a tank out is worth its weight in gold. Of 1 bunker with 4 Marines is great, but I mean, pumping out 16 Marines only to keep them at home just doesn't really roll well with me. Holy, Fleet Beacon Alchemy. Okay. Alchemy's Fleet Beacon is finishing at under 5 minutes. Ooh, I like how that little sphere pops up when it finishes. That's cool. Oh boy. All right. Third command center on the way from RODACKS. Now, if you know your opponent is going a bajillion Marines, ow, that poor Oracle's way too late to get anything done. There is a missile turret ready to rock. Natural base has one too. Good job, RODACKS. But if you know your opponent is making nothing but Marines, Stargate is probably your last option, right? You want Colossus in the Ooh, he's carriers too. Marines are incredibly good against carriers. They are, pound for pound, the best anti-air in the game, right? Just 50 minerals each. Don't cost a whole lot. Hit like trucks against air units. Any air unit. Carriers, Tempests, Mutalisks, Broodlords. They just crush. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to see if this whole carrier rush, sub 6 minutes by the way, is going to work out for Alchemy. Oh, he almost saturated his second gas, but he messed it up. There we go. We got it. We got there in the end. Third base warping in for Alchemy 2. And this, I mean, RODACKS needs to move out or he's just going to get out macroed and killed. He's just going to try to show up with an army that's half the size of Alchemy's and die because Alchemy's on 3 bases or 4 bases and RODACKS is on 2. Now, the other side of this is that RODACKS moves out soon. Alchemy has spent a lot of resources in this nexus and continuing to probe up to saturate this nexus. And if there's not, I mean, if he doesn't have enough army to defend against this many Marines, it's going to be a bad time. He's got 30 Marines and literally nothing else at 6.5 minutes. This is some weird macro out of RODACKS. RODACKS not spending his money especially well, although he is building additional barracks, armory, starport, factory. He is making medevacs to meet up with his buddies who do have stim. So he's not neglecting upgrades entirely, which is nice to see. But yeah, look at this. We're just making carriers, man. Carrier. Third base getting all nice and saturated from Alchemy. He's at 62 workers to 54. 54 is kind of high. Yeah. There's 24 workers working at this natural base for RODACKS. He is landing a third base, though, so his expansion timing's not quite up to date with the Protoss, but that's okay. I don't think this is too problematic. The carrier shows up, and then it's like, I mean, we've got turrets and Marines and stuff. I don't know if the interceptors are going to have a good time as we watch them get picked off one by one here. And interceptors are not... Ooh, nice. That is a humongous stasis ward. Wow. See, look at this. Look at the Marines. They're like, we got this thing. This carrier is dead. The Marines know. Oh, the Widowmine. Ow. Okay, some friendly fire damage there, but the carrier dies, and I guess that's all that really matters in the end. So, yeah. Wait. That doesn't show... What? Did he recall at home? I was paying attention to the help. I did not notice that he recalled that. I apologize, Alchemy. That's my bad. Carrier lives with 2 kills and not a lot of HP or shield, but he's alive because of the recall of a single carrier. I just didn't expect that to happen. That's cool. All right, so RODACKS is like, all right, sweet. You're making carriers? Let's just kill you with a bajillion Marines. You have no splash damage at all. You have some Zealots, which is better than nothing, I guess. Zealots are pretty good at dealing with Marines. At least absorbing damage from Marines. The Widowmines are trying to get in here and burrow. A couple of them do. Oh, actually friendly fired one of his medevacs. That sucks, but this is not enough Marines for this group. Meanwhile, the carriers on the other side are trying to do what they can, but this bunker is immortal. The repair is excellent on that one. The third base is going to die for Alchemy. Widowmine's going to try to burrow themselves over, like, burrow now. Guys. Oh, could not get in the ground. Third base down. Zealots trying to handle this. Carriers on the other side not accomplishing much. They don't have any interceptors because they're not attacking. Third base. Actually pretty decent micro here. Ooh, again, the friendly fire Widowmine damage here is a little bit through the roof. I'm not sure if that counts as kills if you're killing your own friends by accident, but... And then, Vikings from RODACKS to deal with the carriers. Loving that. Also, while I'm checking, there's a Dark Shrine on the way from Alchemy here at 9 minutes. All right. So we're 2 base and 2 base right now. Alchemy's army is kind of directly hard countered by these Vikings. Ow. And all of the Marines that are being produced 5 at a time right now. So I like what we're seeing here out of RODACKS. I lied. He's on 3 bases, which, again, does Alchemy know? Oh. Alchemy doesn't even know about that third base. That hurts so much. Oh, he probably would have attacked it if he'd known, but there's a bunker over here. And it's functionally immortal. You know how bunkers are. Only if you don't have banelings, I guess. So I'm going to try to replant the third. There are, I mean, Widowmines just in the neighborhood, ready to fire as soon as that cooldown comes up. So at this stage, I'd say RODACKS is in a pretty darn good position. His third base is happily running. His army consists of 16 Marines, 6 Vikings, and a Medevac, and some Widowmines. Army supply is 55 to 56, but again, I guess the Zealots are the big deal here. Oh, that Widowmine, though. Only 4 kills on each of those. I feel like they'd have more. Oh, there is a mothership. Ah, ask and you shall receive. Mothership on the way from Alchemy here. Fourth base trying to come up from RODACKS, which again, he doesn't know about. Poor Alchemy. He doesn't know about the third base or the fourth base. I don't know about this or about this. That's amazing. That is rough stuff. Observers are good units. Like, making unobservers feels like it'd be a pretty big deal. Fourth base on the way from Alchemy with his handful of carriers. 7-kill Widowmine. 5-kill Widowmine. You have performed well. Congratulations. Big warp-in of... Oh, shield. Oh, High Templar. Okay. He is getting Storm, which, I mean, probably should have opened with maybe, but it's cool. We are getting Storm now, but there's a window where there is no Storm. And suddenly, oh, that High Templar getting focused down. Shield battery, not enough. Again, the Widowmines. Oh, good clear. Great clear there. Rodex Micro is not horrible. I'm going to say it is not bad. Archon getting focused down. Really, actually not great against this many Marines and Marauders. Again, no observers, so as to allow the Widowmines to be cleaned out. The carriers decide to go on the offensive, which I just... Again... Doesn't know about these. Oh, Alchemy. I'm sure you watched this replay and you were like, wait, what? There were bases I did not know about. I mean, I guess he assumes that maybe he doesn't know. I don't know, man. Alright, so turrets actually die pretty quickly to carriers if they're getting directly attacked. Marines, good job pulling back the wounded carriers. Actually, a lot of Marines are going down. Most of the armies across the other side of the map here. SCVs are repairing. Carrier racking up quite a few kills here and there. 12 kills on that one is not too shabby. And Medevac's getting focused down is quite nice. But now the Viking group is here. Now it's time to get out. That is a recall if I've ever seen one in my entire life. Nope. Focus the... There you go. Focus the carriers, and there's the recall out. Oh, it didn't even get a couple extra volleys off. That's weird. What was he doing with his Vikings? It's fine, I guess. All right, so Widowmine's hanging out. Again, no detection to deal with them because I don't... And there's not a robo, so there are no observers to handle these Widowmines at all. Seems like an obstacle, but that's fine. Dark Shrine... I'm not sure he's actually made a Dark Shrine or a Dark Templar today. All of his Archons have come from High Templar. That is so much Storm, assuming... Oh, never mind. They don't have energy for Storm, guys. No Storm at all. He scans and sees a million High Templar and goes, ah! That's what he does. Time Warp tossed down on the Widowmine, but they don't have an attack speed, so it doesn't matter. Or a move speed if they're burrowed. So that wears off. Yeah, Alchemy's just testing the waters here. Again, Mothership cloaking is nice. There's not a Raven. There's so much energy for scans, though. Mules have not really been a priority today for RODACKS. He's got 4 bases rolling. Good heavens. This looks bad. I mean, it is 170 to 177 supply. It's relatively even. Oh, the Widowmines are maybe doing more damage to RODACKS' army than it is to Alchemy's army here. But these going to get stormed. Ready for a Stormageddon? There it is. Stormageddon. There's one of 49 we're going to see in this game because there are so many High Templar. 9 High Templar. I love it. I love this so much from Alchemy. Finally getting into that splash damage. And now it's Terror, and you're like, crap, what do I do? What do I do about this much splash damage? And the answer is Ghosts with EMP with Enhanced Shockwaves upgrade. That is how you do. Also, getting a robo, I'm assuming for detection, which would be real nice. The Mothership wandered all the way over here by herself to deny RODACKS' attempt at taking a 5th base. That's amazing. I don't think recall's available either. Why would you suicide? Maybe it was thinking about doing its own recall, but in the end, fare thee well, Mothership. That is a rough outcome for sure. That is an off-center command center, but Terran can lift up and replant before upgrading to a planetary, I guess. I mean, at some point, that's what you want to be doing here. Is get, oh man, there's a planetary and 2 orbitals over here at the 4th base. That's amazing. So Alchemy's maxed out. RODACKS is maxed out. Alchemy's on 4 bases. Alchemy is continuing to produce carriers here, which I do not implicitly support. There are too many Vikings. There are 14 Vikings out and 26 Marines and Widowmines. These are intended to straight up be carrier killers. If you can storm them all to death, yes, it doesn't matter as much. Look at how many Marines died. Look at how many Interceptors are dying here, too. Okay, the Interceptor death count is disgusting. 91 Interceptors have died. But again, once he sees a million High Templar coming this way and a bunch of charge lots, RODACKS is just not, it's not working out for him all that much. He really needs the EMP, although Blink is on the way. DT Blink coming in. Dude, these Widowmines are all rearming. If these High Templar wander back up this way, they're all going to die, which they take an alternate path, which is great for them. Lift and land centered, please, RODACKS. I would greatly appreciate that effort from you. Alchemy taking a 5th base up at the 12 o'clock, or maybe the 1 o'clock. The Widowmines are bored of waiting for other stuff to come to them, so it's going to evaporate all of those zealots. Alchemy going for the planetary over this way. You need to repair, but it's hard to repair when there's zealots taking up your space. Dude, Storm. The High Templar are actually just attacking. Oh, hang on. Careful to storm your own dudes, because this planetary is staying alive. Woo! The blanket storms on the Vikings, though. Repair! Oh, the SCVs were not repairing. He was worried about all of the storm that was happening. A lot of High Templar died too, though, which is a problem. Army supply is 56 for RODACKS. Is not great. I don't even know where it is. It's mostly popping out. And in the form of these Widowmines, which is hilarious. Yeah, man. Storm. If you're not using Storm, hey, some probe deaths there. Not bad. Widowmine's doing some work. If you're not using Storm against Terran, you're doing it all wrong. If you're not using Storm against Zerg at this level, you're probably doing it all wrong, too. Oh, tried to warp in. And got Widowmine to death there. There's only a couple killed. Oh, and that's 11. Never mind. 11 killed Widowmine. Not too shabby. And suddenly, RODACKS doesn't have many minerals. He has a bunch of gas, but without minerals, he can't do much. So RODACKS' 5th base is going to go down. His 4th base is toast. His 3rd base is getting absolutely destroyed here, too. The bunker is being repaired a little bit. And it does manage to survive. These High Templar, dude, you have storms on these High Templar. I don't... the screen was somewhere else. I don't know if he was dealing with his carriers or what. Oh, was there an EMP? I heard a ghost die. I think I saw an EMP go down. That was alright. It was okay. Chasing them down here. Carriers are slow, and Vikings outrange them, and they're faster. You really can't run from a Viking fight, you know? Oh, gosh. This game should be titled, In Which Widowmines Kill 800 Friendly Units. But they've also done pretty well at killing other stuff, too, so I don't know. I love this from Alchemy. Just, like, I'm going to wander down a bunch of charge lots with +3 attack and see what we can do down at this 3rd base that we now know exists. Okay, so it's 141 to 78 supply. RODACKS is hurting. He's at 21 SCVs. He has lost 71 SCVs today. Only 12 probes have died on the other side. This is not a good number for RODACKS. I mean, Alchemy is technically on 2 mining bases. For that 3rd is just about done. I mean, the income's going to look nice here for a minute for RODACKS with all these mules busting in the minerals, but even with these mules, he's basically keeping even with Alchemy's income on his actual probe count. So that's not good. You have some spikes of income, which is going to be really nice. It's going to allow you to make, for some reason, a Reaper, a Marauder, and a Marine all at the same time. What do you, I mean, seriously, though. Just Vikings. EMP, honestly, just more of those would be so good. His ghost count is unfortunately 1, which is not really enough. You want 4 to 5 of those. Oh, Widowmine's just helping deal with the Zealot attacks that are coming in from random spots. I love it. I like this a lot here. So suddenly RODACKS kind of coming back into this a little bit. Alchemy's got his army split up, protecting his 3rd and his 4th bases, which is good. Oh, DT's for the first time today. DT's with his Dark Shrine. Oh, this is bad. RODACKS, your army is not in the right place to handle this. Additionally, there's no detection over at your 4th base because it got wiped out. I believe there was a missile turret previously, but not anymore. And actually, just going right for the... I don't know about going for the 3rd. There's nothing happening here. RODACKS is... Oh, the ghosts are getting hammered out here. You need to EMP those zealots. I don't know, man. DT is not quite sure what they're doing. Alchemy seems a little bit distracted again by this. I don't like Immortals in this situation. Not against Bio. No sirree, Bob. The DTs are going to destroy the entire SCV count of RODACKS. He's down to 7 SCVs. His Viking need to be dealing with these carriers. Get up there. Attack into the bodies of the carriers. Don't get stormed to death, though. Never mind. We're getting stormed to death, though. Ooh, Medevac's dying here as well. That Nexus might die. Except the storms and not target firing. Ow. Oh my gosh. Ow. The Vikings are like, we gotta do stuff. We did a good job killing a carrier. That was wonderful. RODACKS' income is nothing. He has 0 income right now. He has 3 available mineral patches. Just kidding. 4, 5, 6. He's got 7 available mineral patches that he could be mining from, but he's not. I think he's done. It is 70 to 26 army supply. Todd is in the other room saying, look at the supply. And these DTs, though. And that's your single GGG out of RODACKS. And Alchemy is your winner in 22 minutes and 5 seconds. That was pretty good, man. I'm telling you, Storm is the great equalizer. If you can't get promoted as Protoss and you're like Silver or something like that, then get Storm and you'll have a better time. I promise. No matter what matchup is, if you learn how to use Storm, you're going to have a better time of it. That poor mothership that came down, I don't know if she was planning on recalling or what, but she died accomplishing very little. She did kill an SCV. That was cool. 8 carriers went down. I think the carriers were probably a complete waste of time here. I don't think they paid for themselves in any stretch. But basically going Zealot High Templar seems to have worked in the end for RODACKS, including Dark Templar in the mix there too. But yeah, 188 SCVs dying. It's really hard to win a game when you have that much death in your bases. 36 probes have gone down for the Protoss, which again, decent harassment out of RODACKS, not the best. But yeah, RODACKS, in the end, it's so hard to deal with Zealots. It is so hard to deal with Zealots if you are a Terran player. They just absorb so much damage. They hit pretty hard. But if you can EMP them before they get on top of you, you're going to have a better time with it. Additionally, if you just have enough bio, the Zealots can't really do much. They can't get to that core, right? They can kind of attack the edges, but they're not going to do a whole ton to murder the rest of your units. So I don't know. Maybe the Vikings are a bit of some wasted resources. 25 Vikings died, but Marine Marauder Medevac can handle carriers. You don't need Vikings for this. Vikings are better against Colossus, where a Marine Marauder not going to do as well. But against carriers, yeah, no problem. No problem at all. If you're just going to go Marine Marauder Medevac there, you can absolutely destroy the interceptors. So maybe you don't make 25 Vikings and instead make 200 Marines instead of 104, right? Right. But good back and forth. Really exciting game. Thanks for sending that one in. Snipermonkey did recommend it, and I'm very glad that he did because it was really fun. But yeah, that's going to be it from me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Mid-Rank Madness. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is